you very much for having this opportunity. As I said, my name is Niels Heidtmann. I'm one of the owners of KOMPROMENT. I'm in charge of ARD and a little bit of exporting, so on. So the reason we are here is because KOMPROMENT is working with the cladding. We're working with the facades and the roofs, and we have been working many years with solar, primarily in Denmark. So I want to give you some ideas where we are going. So please, the next slide. Just a little bit about my company. We are 23 years old, production trade company. We are developing our own things and known as first mover in Denmark, winning some few prizes. That's not important, but we have actually been winning a prize because we are doing the solar in Europe. So we got this SME award, Startup Awards in 2018. So 23 years with roofing and the last 10 years with facades. And the last 10 years, we have done more than 300,000 square meters facades in more than 10 countries. And that's also where we want to put in solar now to bring that out. So please, the next. Yeah, just to give you an idea about what we are working on. It's designed facades. Our targets are the architects. So we are working with a large program mainly in natural materials, from natural slate, ceramic, concrete, and in quite a few examples of clay. So we are making small buildings and big buildings. Next, please. This is a project from Denmark. Actually, it's 8 years old. Denmark stopped. I think in these days they are not happy about the decision, but they stopped more or less every solar in Denmark for 11, 12. But this was one of the projects we made. It's a student home. There was a renovation. They couldn't do any solar on the roof, and the architect, can't we do something in the facade? So this is a actual place in Denmark in Slagelse we did. This is producing about 15,000 kilowatt hours per year, and it's a combination of natural slate and solar. So it's tried to be fit in so that the building is not suffering for being an energy producer. Next, please. We've been continuing our work because not every of our customers want to have natural slate. So we now can deliver solar, integrated solar in 4 different types. So we can do it in clay, we can do it in concrete, and we can do it in small pieces, small and big pieces of clay, and we can do it in natural slate. Here you see some of the examples we are showing. So, but 4 different systems and about 30 different designs you can get our solar. Next, please. If we're looking into the technology, what we are actually doing is we're not been saying this is a new way of taking the energy. We are doing the traditional monolithic monocrystalline system. We are just making a combination of energy element and a facade element. So we are designing it in the size that fit into our systems. We are we're developing a mounting system in stainless steel. All our mounting is stainless steel because we are very concerned about fire in this system. We have efficiency about these 22%. But we have to do here is a glass module. Otherwise, we can't get our classification on fire. That's very important when we're talking about higher buildings. Next, please. We are working on a project. It's not official yet in Denmark, but there will be a gable about 100 square meters, and we are trying to fulfill about 90% of that gable. But it's in progress now, so hopefully we can build that in not long from now. So and we are guessing that we have to recalculate, of course, but it's early stage, but about 100 kilowatt hours per square meter per year on that gable, and that will actually be a okay business case. Next, please. We have learned through these 10 years that every country have their own rules, and we are talking EU here, and we are talking it should be easy to do export. I can tell you it's not. So we have actually been training quite hard, and this year we finished ETA on all our facade systems. That means we can actually go Europe now with no issues on our facade systems. Very expensive, but that can open all the borders for doing the export. EPDs, we are going very circular in our system. So end of this year, we will have EPDs on everything. So we can go in talking this CO2 discussions. Fire is a bigger and bigger issue. We have to take that in consideration. So everything in our systems are class A1. And our fire test on our system is a CS2D0. That means that we can go in and now say our customers, this is our classification, and every country have their own rules. For example, in Denmark, you can do 20% of your facades with that classification. In other countries, other rules. And we also have the documentation of wind, so we can actually say how high can we build and where can we build. Next, please. So in general, we have a well-tested system. We have a system that respects the design of the house. We are working with known technology, and we can be participating in this, that our houses in the future have to be our gasoline station, but still have a nice house. That is our main goal. And the reason that we are put into this, of course, we are going and trying to systemize it, that we can go down in price and can compete. Many people are trying to make solar houses, but it's every time is it a new building and the prices are sky high. Our goal here is to make a competitive system. And also, if we're going in and talking about competitive, we know that we lose 25% efficiency going from roof to facade, sorry. And we also know that we can also go in direction where we print the surfaces into the solar, you lose again. It is also possible. In Denmark, we are talking about a payback time of 12 to 14 years. So it's still a business case. Next, please. Yeah, a little bit about the people in the group and more or less what I'm trying to say about the innovation and so on. Next, please. Yeah. The market is there. Of course, the local authorities can be a game stopper or a game changer. So we see at the market right now, we see a big market for solar. We are focusing very hard on Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Germany. We have partners in Holland as well, and Switzerland. So this is ready for going out. It can be residential. It can be also new houses, renovations. There is no limits. Where you need a new facade, we can be a part of it.